Hello, Chateau community. Welcome to your nightly, or one of your nightly mobility post squat and stretch. So we're gonna get started really quick, just because, I want to get started with you guys. So first thing we're gonna stretch out the lower body. We worked a lot of our legs today with our back squats, as well as a lot of kettlebell swings as well, wall balls. Those things are light up our quads, our legs. So I really want to focus on stretching out the lower body. I want to get some upper body as well, because I know we did a lot with the handstand walks we did yesterday, and the power cleans. Probably forearms are probably still a little bit sore from the grip, and the shoulder to overhead. As well as if you're doing toes to bar, like I said, I know that really affected your grip for the workout. So I want to get a little bit of that. So I'm going to start out with a nice deep lunge. So I'm going to start on the left side, putting my knee down. I'm going to really actively push my hips forward. Okay, I'm going to feel that in my hip flexor here. Okay, and I want to keep my heel in contact with the floor, pushing my knee over top of my pinky toe, really stretching out that hamstring and that glute back there, as well as that hip flexor on the right side. Okay, going on for another 3, 2, 1. I'm going to come up slightly. I'm going to take if I'm on my left knee, my left elbow, I'm going to bring it on the inside of my foot as close to the floor as I can. Really trying to get that elbow onto the floor. Okay, here, really stretching out that leg. From here, I'm going to go into a half pigeon pose. So I'm going to bring that left, still on the front left leg, or on that left leg, front left leg, what am I talking about? The left leg there, okay? Trying to keep it perpendicular on my knee, so at a 90 degree. Okay, I'm thinking about actively pushing those hips into the floor. Like I said, really stretch out that glute, that hamstring there, okay? And from here, I'm going to drop my chest forward onto my knee. And if I'm on my left knee, I'm going to take my right arm and I'm going to bring it as far to my left as I can. Okay, that's really going to stretch out that lat on the shoulder. Okay, think about pushing that armpit into the floor for another 3, 2, 1. And we're going to come up into a pike position. Okay, hands just over under your shoulders, and I'm going to keep my heels in contact with the floor, pushing my head through my shoulders. I'm just going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to walk my hands back to my feet, and I'm going to stand up. Okay, from there, I'm going to go into 3 nice and easy body weight squats. So hands at or above my face, and I'm going to go down below parallel and stand all the way up for 3 reps. You may feel a difference in one leg or the other because we've primarily focused on our left side. Okay, so there's 3, and that leg may feel looser because you've stretched out that one, haven't stretched out the right. So we're going to switch. Now we're going to put our right leg out into that deep lunge, pushing that hip in. Again, hips into the floor, really stretching out that hip flexor. Keeping that heel in contact with the floor, pushing that knee over top of the pinky toe. For the 3, 2, 1. Let's drop our elbow down. So our right elbow, so I'm bringing that knee back a little bit. So I'm gonna drop that right elbow down to the floor. Really stretching out that hamstring and that glute on the right side. For another 3, 2, 1, and let's bring our right foot over into our half pigeon. Okay, if you have difficulty doing this, think about bringing your ankle closer to your body. Okay, if you have the flexibility or mobility to keep that at a 90 degree, that's going to stretch out that glute and that hamstring on that right leg for you. Let's go ahead and drop our chest over top of our knee, and we're on the right side, so we're going to take our left arm, I'm going to bring it out as far as we can, pushing that armpit into the floor, stretching out that lat. For another 3, 2, 1, And let's come up into our pike again. Okay, my feet are just at hip width apart, so they're not out past my shoulders, but they're right underneath my hips, keeping my heels in contact with the floor. So this is going to stretch out my arms as well as my calves. Okay, and holding this for another 3, 2, 1, and now I'm going to bring my feet to my hands. I'm going to walk my feet up to my hands, and then I'm going to stand up. And now we're going to do 3 more body weight squats. So now you should feel the same nice and loose, hinging at the hips, not as much tension, okay, because we've stretched out both sides. Okay, from here, I'm going to go into some shoulder flexibility, mobility. I'm going to start with taking my palms, and I'm going to face my fingers towards my knee. Okay, and bring them. I like to make contact with my knee if I can, or if you don't have the flexibility to do that, I'm going to stretch out the forearms. So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit back on my heels. So you're on the side view here. Okay, my butt's kind of up, and so I want to bring my butt closer to my heels as much as I can. If you can sit down on your heels, great, but you really feel that stretch right on the inside here, forearm, as well as the wrist, okay? But I want to feel that stretch in there. Again, rocking those hips back, keeping those arms locked out. We're going to hold this for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now we're going to flip our hands over, so palms up. Here you may be able to actually get a little bit more flexible. The one thing I notice with a lot of athletes, what they'll do is they'll tend to bend the elbows out when they're here like this, but I want to lock the elbows out, point my toes and touch my touch my fingers to my knees, okay? Keeping the back of the hand in contact with the floor and really sitting down onto those ankles. And like I said, it's really gonna stretch out the wrist, doing some wrist flexibility here. For another 3, 2, 1. The last one we're gonna do, okay, is we're gonna stretch out a little bit of the shoulders. So I like to start with a really wide stance here, okay? And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push one shoulder in to the floor. Like I said, it's really gonna open up the shoulder and the chest a little bit, okay? And then when I'm done with that, I'm gonna bring my left hand in a little bit, and then I'm gonna alternate sides. So I'm gonna push my shoulder into the floor, and then while I'm doing that, I'm gonna bring my arm in a little bit, and then I'm gonna push my left side into the floor again, stretching out that shoulder, bring it in a little bit, and I'm gonna slowly but surely waddle back and forth on my shoulders, bringing my hands closer and closer together until I touch my palms, and then I'm gonna come up and shake it out. Shake it out. Okay? All right, so that's all I have for you guys today for your mobility. Hopefully you guys are hitting those workouts, getting in that back squat. If you're watching this and you did go into the gym today, congratulations, we are able to go back into the gym at a limited capacity. Hopefully everyone has seen the note from Carrie and Alex about signing up for a specific class time. Make sure that you have the right email address so that you can log into Pike to sign up for the class that you want to attend. And if you don't know the address, message Alex and Carrie. If you've gotten any of the emails about the updates from Carrie and Alex, that is the email address. I assume that's the email address that we have on file for you. So that's the email address that I would try to use because we don't want you to try and sign up for a new account on Pike and not be able to access the information you need. So if you have any questions, message Alex or Carrie, say, hey, I can't remember my email address. Can you provide it for me so that I can sign up for the class that I want to attend? But we're in a modified version of phase 1, so we're able to slowly but surely start getting back into it. We're really happy about this to see you guys back in the gym, but we want to keep you guys safe, and hopefully everybody's doing well. But have a great night, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and hope to see you soon in the gym. Thanks, guys. Bye.